It is time to bring the Terrormorph evidence to the UC cabinet. But a surprise Terrormorph attack cuts the talk short, and then I have to head to the spaceport to repel the attack. Let's continue doing this mission with Hadrian, so let's talk to her.
Still no word from the cabinet. Anything you wanted to discuss in the interim?
Nope, I think we did all that last time. I do not have any questions.
I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue. Here we go.
Let's go, and I got my gun ready in case I need
drive
to...
a pretty hard bargain for new right
Oh,
now.
he's talking to me.
Then instead of dreaming about me, stop by and say hello, okay?
Alright, so before we go into the UC, Barrett needs to talk to me again. Next step of his companion quest.
Here, this is for you.
What'd you give me? Thanks, but you didn't have to give me anything.
I knew someone who collected those things once. Seems so long ago now. Anyway, I figured you might have a use for it.
Okay. I have no idea what it is, so the game didn't tell me, but yeah, I appreciate it.
Don't worry about it. If I see anything on our next expedition to a planet, then I'll hang on to it for you.
Alien Sturf. Okay. Thanks. Don't really need food, but okay, Barrett. And oh, that's cool. I like the nice logo right at the entrance to the elevator. And these must be all of the different flags for the different cultures maybe they represent. I don't really know. Can't really see too much about the flags. All right, let's keep moving on. Who are you? Just a guy. And here we are. Wow. No security or anything? We just walk in?
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
How much you want to bet they're just going to brush it off as like a, yeah, this isn't really happening. What you saw was not real, and let's leave it at that. Hadrian made it clear that addressing this issue required the utmost urgency.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno-Warfare Team's Terrormorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
Stopping another Londinium? I mean, I imagine? I like this one. We're still trying to figure out what we're facing. We can't make an informed decision without data.
That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terrormorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask, how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act? 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this Terrormorph seem at all alarming to you?
Well, I was able to take it out by myself. Granted, I'm the protagonist and the star of this game, so of course I can't be on all planets at one time. And it did wipe out a colony that never saw it coming, so I would say yes, that's pretty alarming.
It's a little intimidating. I understand.
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
I do like the premise of this quest because then it opens the... it makes me have to visit the Freestar Collective and House Varun, whereas otherwise you might not have... I mean, I was going to do it anyways, but I like that it makes sense in this mission that, okay, now I need to get their approval to open the archives. If there's a chance what happened on Tau Ceti could happen elsewhere, we need to grant it. Personally, I would wait. We don't have enough information. If it were me, I wouldn't grant the request. So it's yes, maybe, or no, pretty much. Man, normally in games like this, it's yes, yes, or yes. It's just 3 different ways of saying yes. It's kind of nice that it gives me the opportunity to say yes or no. I mean, honestly, we don't have enough information yet. We don't know where Terrormorphs come from. They just appear. Of course, maybe that's why we need the data in the archives to find out if we can figure out how they come about, how they get to these planets. Man, this is a tough one. I don't know if it will really come down to me, though. It might come down to Hadrian. She might be able to butt in at some point. I think I'm going to say that yes, we need to grant the request, because they're protecting information on the Terrormorphs, which we're not planning on using for any nefarious purposes. We're trying to save lives right now. But then again, like this, it's only happened one time. There's not a pattern. Ah, man, this is a tough choice.
It's a little intimidating. I understand.
I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to say we should wait. We don't have enough information yet.
Kicking the can down the road seems like it buys us time, but we don't need time as much as we need solutions.
Yes, given what we've heard, I find myself in agreement, Captain.
Agreement with me or Barrett?
No, the Captain is precisely right. We could hardly be expected to make a galaxy-affecting decision on such scant evidence.
Yes, a fair assessment, Chief Diplomat. So then, while the data you two have presented is compelling, I think we can safely say it's insufficient for the level of action you've requested. Perhaps once we've...
What the...
Got a moment? Let's catch up.
Dude, not now, Barrett!
Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
Time to pull up my gun!
Been an attack at the spaceport.
What? I did not see this coming. Alright.
Terrormorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
Don't worry, guys. I can go invisible.
Another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly.
Can we turn off those
The last
alarms?
thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's turn off the alarms.
Admiral Rogan, the local barracks can provide support.
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, man.
You know what? Can I actually take Charles? He and I have been through a lot together. I mean, he saved my life. Charles, it's me, Arthur Morgan. Don't Don't you notice me? Bode, it's Cal. Come on, do this for your daughter. We gotta, come on, Bode. Charles? He doesn't remember who he is. He doesn't remember his alternate lives. Oh, it's so sad. What have they done to you, the UC? This place. Nobody else is really panicking. Everybody else just doesn't care. Oh, hey, oh, hey, it's about time you guys showed up. Office of Interstellar Affairs. Can we turn off those alarms? My gosh. Okay, that person's freaking out, kind of. So it looks like I've got 2 people following me now. It's Barrett and Hadrian, I guess. Which is cool, I'll take it. More help the merrier. Everybody else will be targets for the xenomorphs. Man, I really want to explore this place more when I can, because so many named people. There might be more quests I could do. All right, let's go.
The EM rifle, grab it!
What's going on, guys? What's with the misty stuff?
We're trying to help you.
Collect the EM okay.
That's it.
I probably need to equip that. What's going on with these people? I'm pretty sure I have an EM weapon though, don't I? This is the stealth one. Stealth lasers. Okay.
Now hit him with everything you got.
Come on, guys. Everybody go to sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Ah, stop hitting me. I'm trying to save you guys. Why is it taking so many to get these people to sleep? They're like citizens. They're not wearing any armor. Why'd I have to hit them 1,000 times? With like sleep bullets. They're not even asleep, they're just down. What is going on here? Are they down? Oh, okay, I have to do it apparently. Okay, Barrett was shooting them. They went down, but they weren't necessarily knocked out. What the heck was going on?
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting, I've seen this before. They were under the Terrormorph's influence, weren't they?
Terrormorphs are psychic now?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terrormorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready.
Are you suggesting Terrormorphs can control someone's mind?
I'm not suggesting. It's documented behavior. The result of the projection, though, can vary wildly. Some folks just shrug it off. Others hallucinate. And some lose control altogether. They'll lash out at anyone around them, but still be aware while they're doing it. Those cases, you'll either need to knock them out with EM fire, or free them by killing the Terrormorph.
Does this mean I need to worry about you turning on me? Or what about me? Like, what if it affects me or Barrett differently?
I honestly was just wondering the same thing. But no, you don't need to worry about me. I've had a Terrormorph try it on me before. I'm not susceptible. So we'll just have to make sure to watch out for each other down there.
What about me, though? Like...
Let's do it.
That's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
What if it affects me, like, terribly? And you know what? If anybody comes at me, don't worry. I got good old silencer here that I can silently put them... Oh, does that go down? Their little, Okay, no, it doesn't look like it is. Okay, well, if I'm gonna have to do this, then I need to probably equip that somewhere. Alright, so I've got it as 6. Got plenty of ammo for it, which is nice. I'll probably, you know what, I'm gonna keep this out, because, yeah, spaceport. I still don't know how it's gonna affect, I mean, I'm assuming it's not gonna affect me at all, which doesn't make sense in the game. It should affect me, unless...
My God, no time to waste, Captain! Boots in the dirt!
Boots in the dirt? Can't we just stay on the path? Why do we have to go in the dirt?
has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
And she said it was, like pheromones or something? So would it be in the air? Like, as long as you're wearing a helmet, you won't be affected? Maybe? Alright, well there's the Terrormorph. Terrormorph is taking a ton of damage. Is this all it is? Like, I kind of assumed... Yeah, I kind of assumed this would be, like, me exploring the... Oh, it's inside the building, we got it... And then I'm trying to work my way around all the people that are controlled by the Terrormorph and stuff. And, you know, it comes down to, like, oh man, there's people charging me, I'm running out of my ammo for my EM gun, what do I do? Do I make the hard decision and just kill them? Oh man, it's a tough choice. Nope, it's just right out here and you shoot them.
Officer.
Is that really it? Maybe there's more Terrormorphs inside.
Experts. Take whatever we can get right now. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad.
Ah.
Barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Okay, good. So there are more. I thought it was just one. Let me just grab your stuff. No idea if I'm gonna need it. Barrett, now is not the time to chat, buddy. We're kind of busy right now. Can't you see, like, all the destruction and everything? Wait, is my ship okay? Terrormorphs aren't attacking my ship, right? No, it doesn't look like it. Ha, good. I don't want them taking down my ship. That would really suck. Alright, where's the closest... Oh, I need to talk to Hadrian or something, or whoever this is. Oh, no, this isn't Hadrian. This is just a random fire team leader.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
Did you
Sure.
have any experience with Terrormorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us.
We're not UC security. We can't be mind controlled that easily. Trust us. And you're sure you're not going to turn on us out there?
We're not afraid. But we'll stay here and hold the line if that's what you want. You're the experts.
You know what? Come on along. I want to see.
Roger that. We're on you.
I want to see
Hate false alarms.
if you guys are actually going to help or if you're going to turn on us. And if it is, I've got no problems using, you know, I'll use this gun. I won't kill them. Vasco? See, Vasco's holding the front line of the ship. That's why the Terrormorphs aren't attacking here. Got good old Vasco.
It is pleasant to see you.
See, he's always in a good mood, Vasco. Alright, men, let's move out. There's a Terrormorph right there.
Did you hear that noise?
I need a diversion!
Ow. He's doing its yelling thing. Oh, Vasco's helping me out. Yeah. All right, if this guy gets close. Don't stand in front of me, idiot. I'm firing real bullets here. These aren't EM bullets. Now, the Terrormorphs just, like, don't want to attack. Why is that? They're staying back. It's very strange. Do I hear a ship trying to land? Don't land. Do not land. Alright, there's one more Terrormorph. So far I'm not seeing any other people controlled by this. Can I get up here? Yes, I can. The Terrormorph looks like he's hiding inside that there. Oh, you know what? Honestly? Oh no, I did grab the, yeah, that's right. I remember there was a mission that I had to break into, like, the storeroom or something and steal something, and I'd already done it. I was thinking, oh, this would be a great opportunity to do that, since everything's in chaos, but I've already done it, so don't need to go that way. I'm gonna see if I can fight this Terrormorph up close. I just wanna see... Where's my people? Okay, they're back there. Is the Terrormorph literally... Yeah, he is. Or is that a person? Hey, buddy. Shh. Let's just observe him in his wild habitat. He's not hurting anybody. What we don't want to do is get too close. Just leave him be. It's mating season for the Terrormorphs. And as long... Okay, they see somebody. Hello, buddy. Hadrian, you want to open fire? Might not be the best time. Oh, man. Okay, alright. We're blowing this thing up. Explosions. Oh, dude, this gun works so much better. Yeah, and you are going to die right now in a second. Oh, man. Ouch. Nice work. Yes. Good job, guys. We did it. We did it. Really was not nearly as hard as I thought it would be. Maybe because I'm a higher level. But man, this place is messed up. Again, where are the Terrormorphs showing up from? This is and there's only 3 of them, so it's not like there was a... Doesn't sound like it was a Londinian kind of thing. Londinian sounded like it was overrun by Terrormorphs. This just seems like...
Well, they don't need it now.
No, they don't, Barrett. They do not. And, okay. Don't need his gun. Hey, we did it.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. Universe put the right people in the right place.
All in a day's work, Sergeant.
Like hell it is. I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terrormorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Honestly, we don't know if they've been dealt with. They just come out of nowhere. They could be in some other place. And just randomly show up, because we know nothing about them. We know nothing about where they come from. How they get here. That's a really loud alarm.
The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes.
Guys, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a minimum, 6 feet social distancing thing for, the attack. Oh, wait. Oh, that's not the term. Oh, I thought we had to do it for everything. Okay, you guys are fine. Never mind.
Let's catch up.
Barrett, my gosh. Fine. We'll catch up.
I've been thinking a lot about my early days in Constellation lately.
Really?
Got me pretty nostalgic, and I started digging in some old things. Just sort of reminiscing. I found some of Irvin's last messages to me and thought I'd listen to them again to hear his voice.
That's great. I hope that was a comfort.
It was surreal, honestly. So most of the messages were everyday things. Lots of excitedly written news about biodiversity and plant life. But one thing stood out. In one of his messages, he mentioned this job that he took at a mine shortly before he died. He said something terrible was happening there.
Kind of like something terrible happening right now? Get to the point, Barrett. We're kind of busy.
Just wait. Listen. The point is that I found an encrypted message where one shouldn't be. Well, Vasco helped me decipher it. Turns out the message was from Irvin, and he was begging me to help him. The message was short, but his voice was pained. He was so upset.
What was the message?
He said they were going to destroy his life if he didn't leave the planet now. Then he asked me to help clear his name. Said they had a case against him. Oh, he sounded so upset.
Then, well, let's just go grab a time machine really quick.
I know this is probably long done, but I heard his voice. I can't just not look into it. So in this message, Irvin said he was being framed. He said they'll do it again. He asked if Constellation could send more help.
Irvin is dead. We cannot help him.
I understand that. Trust me. But I still want to know what happened. He mentioned a court case. So there's a paper trail. Now, I happen to have a trustworthy contact who knows a bit about law and owes me a favor. I'd need to pay in advance in case there are any access fees or bribes.
Seriously, I mean, I've got the money for it. All right, here's 2,500 credits.
That works. I'll tell them to go ahead with the investigation. You know, hearing Irvin's voice again made me want to help him. Even though I know I can't. Does that make any sense?
Honestly, no. I mean, it does make sense because he's somebody you cared about, but yeah, you can't really do anything. I mean, do you think this will... If Irvin was that upset, then it must still be important.
I appreciate that. It's going to be hard to get some sleep tonight after all this.
I understand. Explosions, terrormorphs.
Might be enough to help. Hopefully poking around in old records doesn't catch the attention of Hephaestus. Well, anyway, I'll let you know if my contact finds anything.
Yeah, we do not want Hephaestus showing up, especially what he did with, you know, Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden Wilds. I mean, that was just not good. So yeah, we do not want him to start making machines and running amok. That would just be terrible. I'm gonna see if I can swap out Barrett just because he's constantly wanting to talk to me. And right now I'm kind of not doing companion quests. I'm gonna see if I can get the Adoring Fan. He might be a little bit better. And even maybe more fun because he's annoying in a funny way. Where's the Adoring Fan? There's Sarah.
Want to hear a joke?
Lynn.
Sure, Sweet Pea.
Okay, you know what, let me see if I can, I don't know where the Adoring Fan is. Maybe I can get Bosco then. Alright, I got Bosco instead. I don't know where the Adoring Fan is. I didn't see him on my ship. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, now back to the present. Oh, is that Barrett? Is he literally waiting right here?
Let's get out there and do something new today, shall we? Okay.
He's gonna be on my ship, right? I don't want to leave him there. I didn't say wait here. I said, hey, let's go our separate ways. But he should be on my ship, I imagine. All right, Madam President, we've done it.
That's a relief to hear. Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, there you are. I believe we have some things we should discuss.
My officers were unprepared.
Captain, Hadrian, it would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terrormorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
I take my gratitude in credits, real estate, or luxury goods.
I had some ideas on that front, Captain, but we'll get to that. Now, after today's events, the Cabinet has decided to revisit its previous decision. We will be supporting your collection of the Terrormorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks.
Good.
But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately. to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed, first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
Yeah, tell me what's in this for me, and then I'll consider it.
The very next item on my list. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. Get you access to those credits and real estate you're after. So, will you help us?
I'd prefer a nicer ship. What do I get for being a UC citizen again?
It has its perks. Only citizens can purchase property in the city.
Don't care.
We also pay reduced prices on most goods and services across the UC.
I've got plenty of credits.
There's also a credit disbursement when you first join. Help get you on your feet. But above all, you'd become a dedicated part of the greatest faction in the galaxy. If you're willing to help us, we can open that door.
Yeah, none of those things really interest me. I'm gonna think about it.
So be it. But I would ask you don't take too long. The fate of the settled systems may rest on your decision.
The next time Terrormorphs rear their ugly heads, the UC is going to be ready.
Oh, so there's literally nothing I can do. I just have to say yes! Even though that doesn't really fit my character, because none of the things that they offered me, I don't want. I've got 120,000 credits. If they gave me a nicer ship, I'd take it. I don't care about owning real estate. I mean, what's the point? I don't see the point of owning real estate in this game. Yeah, I don't know, but okay, sure.
Have you reconsidered?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. We're dismissed.
You've got the Cabinet's full backing to prevent
9,600 credits. Again, I wish I had a ship. But, alright. Well, I went from, you know, space scoundrel to now UC hero. And, now I'm gonna be a hero of, like, the entire galaxy. I mean, I guess I can save up and buy a ship. They're just so expensive. They're like 300-something thousand. And like giving me 900 credits is really a drop in the bucket. I don't care about having a house here, guys. Give me a ship instead. That would be better for me. All right, well, we'll go ahead and call it an episode here. And then next time we'll talk to Deputy Elizabeth McIntyre about what to do next. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see everybody in the next episode.